Test Drive with Graham Fletcher.
This week on Test Drive, it's the 1991 Hyundai Scoupe. Now this vehicle is going to supplement the lineup they have at the moment very nicely, because what it gives them is a very affordable, very attractive sports coupe.
The fact that the S in Scoupe does not match the coupe portion might indicate that the car was going to be called the S Coupe. At least this handle would have given you some idea as to what the car was all about. The name Scoupe is not exactly inspired. The Scoupe style is certainly attractive, earning the car more than its fair share of admiring looks. As a 2+2, the rear seat environment is cramped and only suitable for kids or very limited travel for adults. The 60/40 split rear seat adds a great deal of versatility. For a relatively small car, the Scoupe can hold a lot of luggage. It also boasts a nice low liftover, making loading and retrieval of your packages very easy. From the driver's perspective, the tilt steering, adjustable lumbar support and thigh supports, along with a well-placed dead pedal, make for a very comfortable driving position. The dash is clean, clear and legible, and the rotary-style heater controls are easy to use. The power window switches are also conveniently located by the grab handle. All in all, the inside is very well laid out, making the best of the limited interior size. The 1.5-litre engine features multi-point fuel injection. This on frosty mornings improves cold starts and cold performance. Despite producing a lowly 82 horsepower, the motor pulls well and is a fairly willing performer. At 12 seconds to the 100k mark though, you can hardly call it a quick car. That said, it still gets the job done in fine fashion. On the highway, the engine runs at around 3200 RPM, indicating that fifth gear could do with being a little lower. This would reduce the strain on both driver and engine, because lower RPMs equate to economical performance and a lot less noise. Whilst on the subject of the engine, the underhood layout is good, with all service items being readily accessible. Even a backyard mechanic wouldn't get lost under here. Matched with the engine is a 5-speed manual transmission. The shifter on our test vehicle imparted a very notchy feel, and the clutch take-up came very late in the travel. Minor adjustments to both would have made the driving experience a lot more pleasurable. The suspension is an incongruous mix. During the pylon test there was a fair amount of body lean, and yet on the road the whole setup feels overly stiff. The shocks also have a problem controlling the rebound when you hit a series of bumps. In short, the whole setup could do with retuning. The Michelin Sport EPX Plus radials give the Scoupe a sure-footed feel, offering plenty of grip and good directional stability. If the suspension were the equal of these tyres, the car would excel in the handling department. As it is only a little better than average. The brakes, on the other hand, are superb. They're the best non-ABS system I've tested in a while. The pedal is exceptionally easy to modulate. This means you can achieve maximum brake effort whilst managing to avoid lockup.
A couple of minor items on the interior here make up this week's pet peeve. First of all, the coffee cup holder is so flimsy I wouldn't trust a large cup of coffee in there. And secondly, they've placed the radio and heater controls at the limit of your reach. Bringing them this way a couple of inches would have made things so much nicer. Now to the scoreboard for a review of the 1991 Hyundai Scoupe.
The Scoupe boasts the best non-ABS brake system I've tested in a while. The pedal feel and function are superb. This setup gives the car stopping distances of just 106 feet from 80 kilometers an hour. A laurel for the job well done. The suspension offers a peculiar balance of handling characteristics. In the pylon test there was a fair amount of body roll, yet on the highway the ride was on the harsh side of stiff. Some retuning would work wonders and allow the car to make full use of its excellent tyres. The Scoupe doesn't exactly romp to 100 kilometers an hour at 12 seconds, but for everyday use the engine gives the car ample pep, and its flexibility is well suited to round-town driving. The Scoupe rated at 73 decibels, which is certainly acceptable. The majority of the noise evident is engine-related because of the gearing selected. During a 1,000-kilometer test, we averaged a very commendable 32 miles per gallon, or 8.8 litres per 100 kilometers. Hyundai has long been a two-horse stable. The Scoupe gives the car a much-needed third dimension. The car offers style, reasonable performance and pizzazz for a price that even the modest budget can handle. All in all, things look good at Hyundai.